Well, this is a great privilege. I'm sitting here at the meeting house with Dr. Ben Johnson, who is one of the faces that we see in the secret video. And first of all, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Bruxy. It's great to be here.
This is a surprise for us to be able to have the chance, not only as we're preparing to talk about the secret and to invite people to come and kind of process through the information that's in that video and in the book, to actually have the chance to sit down and talk with one of the faces that's behind it, to get your kind of behind-the-scenes take on things, to talk about spiritual matters, about faith, about the content of the secret. We want to cover it all, but first, let's take a few minutes just to get to know you and your context and where you're coming from. So, Dr. Ben Johnson, first of all, I know you're a doctor. Tell me more about you and give us a context for who you are.
Well, I began as an osteopathic doctor. You don't know those in Canada except as kind of like chiropractic, but in the United States they're fully licensed physicians. And then later I got my naturopathic medical degree and then my medical degree, which was kind of a duplicity thing, but I've been practicing medicine for 30 years. And it's just been a blast. I eventually wound up in alternative medicine, and then that funneled down into alternative cancer therapies. So that's kind of the final frontier of medicine, and I'm kind of an adventuresome type person, and love to be there on the front line, and that's the front line, because if you don't make it, your patient doesn't make it. So you know whether what you're doing is working or not.
All right. So this area of alternative medical therapy, specifically with an eye toward cancer therapy, has been your focus for some time.
It has.
Now, how did you get tied in with The Secret? Just give us the background and the story on how your face winds up in the video. By the way, we've watched the video a number of times, and your contribution's wonderful. I was thinking, hey, I like that guy, and here I am sitting here talking with him. This is wonderful.
I didn't say anything about the law of attraction or the secret. My segments were simply scientific, because they were actually in support of the healing codes, which I sold my cancer clinic a few years ago and became involved in the healing codes, which is a physical system of helping the body remove physiological stress, and then the body does what it's designed to do. It heals itself. The healing codes don't heal anything.
Yes.
They just remove physiological stress, and then your body heals itself. So I became involved in that, and through that, through one of our promoters, they knew Rhonda Byrne and everything that she was trying to bring together, and they said, oh, you can get some free promotion for your healing codes if you go out and do some segments. So my partner went out. I really didn't want to go out, and then they talked me into going out. He didn't make the cut.
So he did film. He did film.
He did. He was the one that really wanted to be in it, and so I don't know about the law of attraction there, because I didn't want to be in it. But
you're obviously the good-looking one. That's the bottom line.
Okay. Yeah. And the lady whose home in Aspen that all this was filmed at, most of it, she didn't make the cut either. I saw her a couple of weekends ago here at Diva Day, and she says, "You rascal, you got in there," and I didn't. I wound up on the editor's floor, and you made it. So.